Now, this is how it all happened. In the heart of a busy Nigerian city lived a young man named David. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, but what he had was a kind heart and big dreams. David ran a small electronics shop at the corner of a noisy street. Every day, he hustled under the hot sun, fixing phones, selling chargers. One day, while sheltering from rain, she met Cynthia. Her family was broke. She had no means of studying in the university after secondary school. David saw potential in her, and without thinking twice, he offered to help. He sponsored Cynthia all through university. From year 1 to final year, he paid her fees, bought her textbooks, and sent her monthly upkeep. Even when business was slow, David made sure Cynthia never lacked. She became the pride of her family. Her parents adored David. Her mother called him our in-law already. Everyone believed that once Cynthia graduated, they would get married. 4 years later, it was graduation day. David stood beside Cynthia, smiling proudly as she posed for pictures in her gown. He gifted her a small gold necklace, a symbol of everything they had been through. But after that day, things began to change. Cynthia started acting cold. She stopped picking David's calls. Her smiles faded. Then came Aaron, a loud, flashy man with a pot belly and gold chains. He claimed he had just returned from America. He wore big baggy jeans, drove a fancy car, and spoke like he had swallowed bubble gum. Cynthia was dazzled. She believed every lie he told. Before David could understand what was happening, news spread. Cynthia was getting married to Aaron. David's heart shattered. The same family that once called him in-law danced for the stranger. Aaron brought fake relatives, men he paid to act like his uncles and elders. No one questioned anything. After the wedding, Aaron told Cynthia, "Pack your bags. We're flying to America." Excited, she posed for selfies, showed off her new passport, and kissed her family goodbye. At the airport, she smiled. On the plane, she dreamed of New York. But when they landed, she was confused. "This doesn't look like America," she whispered. Angie turned to her and said coldly, "Welcome to Libya." Cynthia panicked. She asked questions, but Aaron ignored her. Within hours, she was handed over to strangers traffickers. Aaron was a fraud. He wasn't a billionaire. He wasn't from the US. He owed dangerous people money. And he used Cynthia to pay his debt. She was never seen again. Her phone was seized. Her name disappeared. Back home, her family waited. 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. No call, no message, no Cynthia. Meanwhile, David moved on. Yes, he was heartbroken. Yes, he cried. But he didn't give up. He focused on his business, invested wisely, and built his dreams brick by brick. Years later, David became a successful man. He opened a bigger electronics shop. He mentored youths, spoke at business events, and found real love this time, with a woman who valued his worth. Cynthia's family lived in regret. Her mother would often stare at her wedding photo, wondering what went wrong. Her father sat in silence, remembering the day they pushed David aside. And Aaron, gone, vanished like dust in the wind. No one knew if Cynthia was still alive. No one knew where Aaron went. The world may forget kindness, but life never does. David's reward wasn't just success. It was peace, honor, and the sweet truth that good men still win. Be careful what you trade for glitter, because sometimes gold is standing right in front of you. Here is what happened. Everyone knew Aaron as the guy from Yankee. He strolled through the streets with noise following him, blasting loud music from his Lexus, chewing gum like a hustler, and wearing big sunglasses even at night. Too many. He was rich, confident. To the wise, he was a well-dressed. But what they didn't know was that Aaron had never seen the inside of an American airport, let alone lived abroad. He was born and raised in a small town in Anambra State. A dropout, known for fraud, fake deals, and fast talk. He had tried everything: betting, forex scams, land sales, and each time, he failed. His big break came when he met some shady traffickers who promised him riches, if only he could deliver one girl to them. They needed someone desperate, but valuable. Beautiful, educated, and naive. And that was Cynthia. So Aaron cleaned up, borrowed a friend's car, paid fake in-laws to follow him to Cynthia's home, and sold them the biggest lie. "I just came back from the US. I'm starting a logistics company. I want to marry your daughter. I'll take her abroad." He even faked a US visa appointment. He told Cynthia, "Baby, I'm taking you out of this poverty. You'll be shopping in New York next month." Cynthia, dazzled by dreams, never questioned it, and neither did her family. But what they never knew was that Enyi was deeply in debt. He owed some of the most dangerous people in Libya, and the price for his freedom was Cynthia. When they landed in Libya, Enyi never flinched. He handed her over, collected a small envelope of cash, and disappeared into a black car. He didn't look back. The men dragged Cynthia away. She screamed, "Arun, Aaron," but he was gone. He had sold her like a commodity. Her dreams died at the runway. But greed has no finish line. Back in Nigeria, Enyi tried the same trick with another girl from Port Harcourt. But this time, the girl's uncle was a customs officer. They set him up. He was arrested at the airport, not by chance, but by a well-planned sting operation. The truth came out: fake marriage, human trafficking, identity fraud. No US visa, no bank account, no nothing. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. As the court declared him guilty, he wept like a child. The same lips that once said, "Baby girl, I'll show you the world," now begged for mercy. No one came to visit. Not Cynthia's family, not his fake in-laws, not even his trafficker friends. In prison, his pot-belly faded, his swag died, and he was remembered. Not as the Yankee man, but as Aaron the liar. Life lesson from the story: not everyone who looks like a blessing is truly sent by God. Enyi appeared flashy, rich, and confident, but beneath the surface was a desperate man hiding behind lies and greed. Cynthia, blinded by material promises, abandoned the one who truly cared for her, the one who sacrificed everything, David. In life, the loudest voices often cover the darkest truths. Never trade loyalty, love, and genuine effort for illusion.
If you love eligible stories, please do well to like, comment, and most importantly subscribe to our channel.